はい。
どうせ人は来ないけどね、今 ESL 中だから。やることに意味がある。そういうこと。
そういうこと。
そういうことなんですよ、もう。そういうことだ。つまりそういうことだね。
腹が詰まってきついね。
そうなの？ダメだよ。何かだよって。
やばいよ。動かないとずっと鼻詰まってるよ。
やばいね。
やばいよ。
つまりパイナポーってことだね。
そういうことだね。
そういうことだ。このツルハシかっこよくない？
そうね。見えなかった。
ラッキー効果。
おてい。ラッキーってどこだってここだ。
なんか回線が悪いよ。
マジかよ。
アニメ様いらっしゃいということでね。
ということで
敵のさやつ。敵がここにいる。マウスホイールダブルクリックでできるよ。
マウスホイールか。
ダブルクリックでこれになる。普通のピンと違うやつ。
なるほど。
知っておくと便利だよ。あとは武器に向かってダブルクリックでホイールのなんかクリックするとあれだよね。武器が武器ですって武器になるんですよ。三兵衛様いらっしゃい。
なるほど。
何もないよここ。
なんか武器運悪くなった気がする。
そりゃ元からだ僕は。いや
昨日プレステ4でやったからなんか変な感じだね。
このツルハシかっこよすぎ。よかったら3名様ゆっくりしてってくださいね。
昨日もオールしたけど今日もオールだよ。
やったね。
もうバイト中寝てたよ。
イエイ。よかったらコメントもしてくれるとそういうこと言っちゃダメだよ。
ダメだよ。もう癖になってるからね。それ
癖になっちゃってるね。
やばいよ。ヒゲポ拾いたいな。
ボケジボケジ。
おなら捨てちゃった。
オッケー。 5名様いらっしゃい。
なんか意外と来るね。
なんでだろうね、今 ESL やってるのにね。ダメだよ、僕の配信記者。 ESL 見よう、みんなで。俺は見ないけどね。でも時間あったら見たいね。本当は見ようと思ってたんだ。なんかめんどくさくなった。めんどくさいっていうか、やりたいってなった。
見たらやりたくなっちゃうよね。
そうだね。ねえ、さっきそういえばさ、金武器確定のチェスト見つけたよ。
何それ。
なんか新しくできたらしくて、金武器とヒールが絶対に入ってる。はい、こんばんは。千代田君の弟くん、こんばんは。なんだろう、金武器確定と、あとなんだ、ヒールミニシとかデカポとかが確定で入ってるチェストがあるらしくて、新しく。これね、開けたわ。なんだっけかな、ザブロのね、地下にあるんよ。そこで確定出現らしいね。シーズン8はどうですか？俺的にはすごい好きだね、シーズン8は。このね、おっさんが好きだな、俺。ちょっと中二感溢れてるこのおっさんスコ。いやー、なんだろう、でもな、音が SE が残念だよねっていう。SE がちょっと変わりすぎっていうか、なんかこのなんだろう、残響っていうの、ツルハシ取り出した時の残響音とかさ、うるさってなる。金玉かゆいかな。マジ俺もかゆいわ。こんばんは、ジュンさん。4名様いらっしゃい。なんか音聞きやすくなったって言ってるけどさ、逆に聞きにくくないっていう。多分前ので慣れちゃったから多分慣れだったと思うんだけど、ねっていうね。わかるね。金玉かゆいね。確かにわかるわ。
わかる。金玉感じすぎて性病だね、もう。
それがね、足音、そう、足音がマジで聞きにくいよね。あとはなんか、そう。いや、AR のさ、普通の音とかマジキモい。あと、なんだ、ショットガンのこの取り出し音マジでやだ。ポンプの取り出し音がきしょい。あとはまあいいんじゃないかな。普通に飛行機消えたの嬉しいし。
聞こえる
よ。お手の声は聞こえるかい？
聞こえる。やばい。
すごいねー。すごい。弟くんはやってないの？シーズン8。さっきやってなかった？ ESL は見ようと思ったけどやめたってか、フォートナイトやりたくなったわ。これは下手だからさ、やってガンガン上手くなりてえなっていう。マジガチ激アツ。後でまあ見よっかな、とりあえずちょっとは。敵いなくね？ここら辺でもすごいじゃん。クルストすげえしか言ってない。マジ？これ終わったら見よっかな、俺も。何？いるわ。 さ、全然当たらない。追いかけちゃう。どこ行った？うわ、危ない危ない危ない危ない危ない危ない危ない危ない危ない危ない。
で、
これ1本だけか。危な。What？
危ね
危ねえよ。
え。あ、2人いるわ。
どこ行った？あ？
うわ、俺の目の前行った。ごめん。
マジで？
うん。いや、きつい。
なんで外したし今。オーマイガ。ああねえ、ガバガバ。飛んじゃったー。その
強い。
あ、これ大丈夫じゃん。で違う、これミニシュはあった。 AR の弾が全然ねえな。てか資材がやべえな。どこ敵は。でもまあいっか、これで。資材がないぞ。相馬ちゃんの形を取るんですね。お手に任せなさい。
はい。
おっ、飛んでくね君。あ、すごい。なんで飛んだの？なんで弾出ないのっていう。あ、なんで？
ダメだ。
あ、いったそれは。来ないんかお前。今の当たんないか。待って、なんでくっそ、なんで下に貼ったんだよトラップをよ。大丈夫なバルメー。ねえ節子、ねえ節子。え、
何が？
フリリリリリリっていう。
今ちょっとパソコンを軽くしてる。
なんで？
いや、なんか重すぎて全然動かん。
なんでなんだろう、気になる夜君へのっていうことやんな。そうだよね。え、落ちたんだけどクラッシュしたねえ。パイナップルあれやねん。マイクラッシュしてんやん。マイクラッシュしてんやん。
マイクラしてやん聞こえるね。
パトロミアスマルミョ。
パラパシャパシャパラ。
サバラギャンスムギョロギャンスムギョロギャンマーシーギャンレ。あ、ジャムギョロジャムギョロジャンスムギョロジャムギョロギャンスムギョロギャンスムギョロジャムギョロギャンミー。
ああ。
ジャバリガサムギョロギャンスムギョロギャン。
サバラ。
ジャムギョロジャムギョロジャンナバラギブロー。あららしめわらせんかもりやん。
やば。
やば、病気じゃん。そうまちゃん大丈夫？病院
俺だけ？
俺は大丈夫だよ。
マジ
今の母国語だもん。
そっか。報告か。
そうそうそう。
ちなみに母国ではそれはなんて言ってたの？
ほんとクソゲーやん。なんでクラッシュするのやん。ほんま頭悪いやろこのゲーム。
そっか。
そういうこと。そういうことなんだね。なんでクラッシュしたのかな、いきなり。ふざけてるよこのゲームはマジでよ。おかしいでしょって。まったく。ねえ、節言。
うん。ちょっと待って。
次は落ちるんじゃないよ。
やば。
うずじ。ファンタジー。いいね。キツネはいつからがドジャー。52でドジャーか。そうまちゃん頑張れ、そうまちゃん頑張れ、そうまちゃん頑張れ、そうまちゃん頑張れ。しうるさいよ。
怖い。
病気じゃん、大丈夫？病院行かなくてね。
いや、王子の方が危ないよ。王子の方がやばい。
マジ？それは気づかなかった。やばかった今の。ああマジか、気づかねえわ。気づかないもんやんねー。
気づかないわ、待ってよ、もう危ない。
つまり鼻毛が出てくる鼻毛ゲイゲイ鼻毛パラダイスパラダイス
はい。
マジ残響さ、残響マジでうるさくなったよねこれ。
ああ。
ねえ節言、節言ゴンゴンゴンゴン、節言ゴンゴンゴンゴン。ねえ節言、
よくわからんけど。
敵いるで、大丈夫？スーパーかな？いやー3パだな。
3、4、5、6。
3パやな。ポンプ取られる、ポンプ取られたよ近くの敵に。
マジか。
待って、この中いる？ないけど。
上登られたなか
った。90カット。
じゃ
来れる？あ、いった。
上登れだ。あ、
上のやつ90カットね。別パに撃たれてるわ。さっきのやつどこ行った？あ、ね、行った。やばい、ない俺資材。マジかよー。
わあ。
資 資材もねえ、武器もねえ。90カットしたやつどこ行ったの？やだ。
悲しくなっちゃうな。
そろそろこの月いいな。そろそろ何使おうかな。
つまり節分の血芸から出てくる花毛。
節分。
いや、意味わからん。
え、なんで？
ちょっと待って。
節分の血芸から出てくる花毛。
いい歌できちゃったね。
よくできた。
超いい歌できたっしょ。
節分の血芸から出てくる花毛。
よっちゃん、節分。
ん？
あじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃんじゃん。
今日テンション高いね。
本
うん。
当？嘘だよ。
だし。
うん。何がっていうね。
うん。
つまりどういうことだっていう。そういうことだけどどういうことやまあまあ。陽気やんけって。そりな。そうなんですよ。それかザブロ行くって気なさそうだし。
ああ、いいよ。
確定のやつ見る？何ブーブー言ってんの？ねえ、絶望。そんなさ、こかないで。
俺ちゃうわ。
配信中じゃ。ブーとか言ってんや。いや、そうまちゃんだった今の。今のそうまちゃんがこいてた、ずっと。そうや。どこら辺だったっけかな。マボピーに教えられたんよ。めっちゃ資材うまいな。本棚クソうめえ。らへんだ。やば、このレンガクソうま。え、この机1個で123個。
やば。
やば、151。ここあ、もうマックスになったわ、レンガ。どこだっけかな。もうちょい地下かな。どこだ。もうちょい真ん中だ。そして敵来てる、敵来てる。
マジ？
そうもちゃん上の方ほら。これ何音？ だらこれどこチェスト？えか。どこ敵？怖っ。外出よう。これ外出た方が良さそうだよな。中で出会ったら怖い。どこにいる？ん？近い。俺近いかも。
ああ、なんか行きづれ。
どこだ？
おおった。
ん？待って待って待って待って待って。どこどこどこどこ？え、それ上？
いや、目の前。
目の前ってどこだ？ここ高低差ありすぎ。多分下だよね。それ中ってこと？中？
やったやった。
マジナイス
勝ってる。
ナイスナイス。こう分かりにくい。
やばい、俺の目が死んでるわ。目の前にいたのに気づかんかった。
それはやばい感じ。
やばい。
ポンプある？
ポンプあるよ。
どこだ？確定チェスト。
あった。
あった？どこ？
真ん中の下の方。
ああ、それだ。あげていいよ。うん。
ピーちゃん。
いいよ、拾って。地毛ポ持とうか、じゃあ。ミネシあげるよ。ここはだな。もう何もないね、ここは。用済みだ。なんかいない？
こうか。
ジャンクの離れ。なんか見えた気がしたけど、気のせいかな。叩いてるような感じがしたんだけどな。
ああ、いるわ。
いるね。俺ってば天才ってばよ。デカポ買っとく？
買っとく。
さあ飲め。上。何やってんだろうね。2人いるかな？ 2人いるっぽい。
食らってる。
ダウン？
こっち来る。
どこ？大丈夫？それ。
やった。
オッケー、ナイス。
やべえ、今はね。
俺目良すぎ。俺めっちゃ目良くなかった今。最強だな。キノコを食べなさい、相馬ちゃん。 3名様いらっしゃい。漁られてんね。
うん。
これ飛んできたやつかな、もしかしたら最初に。ここ降りて、ウィーンってなって、ケフロックインかーってなったんだが。
なるほど。
うん。んこれはこれあいつじゃねえよ。プレゼントで。どこで手を見せるいったよ。やばい。21。
オッケー。やばい。ガス使えてからめっちゃ建築が見にくい。建築がなんか、
ボビで
建築が、
いいや、アンティーク感も。
オッケー。
で、ジャポ持ってるから、
うん。
ワンチャンがワンチャンでワンチャンだわ。
なるほど。
飛んだ？あ、来てる。
オッケー。
ロー。ナイス。
あ、ダメだ。
おい！ラグ！OK やった。
ナイスー。
なんだあれ。こっち怖いね、若干。
うん。
勝ち行こうぜ。
いや。
お危ね。こいつらシールド持ってなかったね。
うん。
ダメだよ。シールドあんじゃん。ここははい、ゴミ。6個落ちてるし、なんで謎。残り16人さあ、どこにいるんだろう。やめよう。
外で。
この建築物怖いね。でも奥だね、これもっとね。えびすな、怖いね。頭入れられた日にはもうお前死んじまうよ。ミンシャールでここ。近くね。
近い。めっちゃ近い。
いた。トラップ落ちてるし。メロポンは持ってるで。いた。
いや、金庫持ってる。
あ、シールド剥がした。
了解？
やりこ。
お、
どこ？
どれだ？
ナイス。
目の前いた。
はい、あとあれ削ってるよ。かなり。
後ろダメ。
削っ、うんけ。あと多分別パンもいるさ。
あ、別に、撃たれてた。こっち。やったやった。
ナイスナイスナイス。強っ。ちょっと待って、ミニシノムね。
これ自体。
来てる来てる来てる。マジ？
右側だ。
どこ？あれね。真下にいるよね。あ、どこにいる？ここ見に行く。あれか。
です。
いるの？いねえぞ。いたわ。あ、最悪。編集してこい。編集してこい。なんでやねん。あ、ミスった。やば、ここ。え、違う。これキー叩けてんの？やば、めっちゃ上行ってるし。いや、こっちダメだ。こっちいいかな。ああ、何？いや、ラグかったし、今の最悪。もうサメ様いらっしゃい。なんでやねん、今の。くそー。なんでやの。来たやん。
うるさ。
誰死んだよ。
ん？
何して
なんで？
何だよ。
うるさい。はい。
キャリーしてください。
キャリー。
ESL レベル高すぎくんで参考になりません。そりゃな、もう世界大会だもんね。世界大会とかも何やってるかわからないでしょ。次元が違うもん。
僕の鼻毛がいっぱいいっぱいいっぱいなパイナップルいっぱいパイナップル。
ラマさんが惜しいんだよな。リツアート気づいたらマジか。どこが強いの？トップ強い？それともアメリカ？どこ行くか？オッケー。さあ皆様いらっしゃい。よかったらくぐりしててください。臭いね。
匂うな。
匂うな。
誰だ匂うやつ。
できますね。これはワンパかな、あーツーパかな、そうね、3パかツーパかな。トップも死んでる。ゴーストインもスウェーデンの人が。おおマジか。待って、ポンプね。これはポンプ。
なんで音だ？わかんない。
どういう。
何今の？あー大砲じゃ。大砲だ。
ラグラグラグ
びっくり。した。どこ行ったっけ？
わかんない。
ラグ
俺の
マジで超ラグいんだが。了解？こっちおるか。僕に行くわよ。いたわ。
ちょっと待って。
タバコ吸ってるからさ。頼んで。あねえワンパンされた。マジかよ。
待って言ったの。
遅えよ。4名様いらっしゃい。おっと当ててく一発。ESL 激アツ。コアさんこんばんは。 ESL 見るか。じゃあこれ終わったらミラー配信っていいの？ ESL。
あ、そうだ。
あ、その手前のやつ。僕の
なんでこんな当たらんの？なんかおるやん。
いや、危ねえ。いや、マジかよ、誰？
ナイス。今いたよ。殺す殺す。上のも殺し。皆様皆さん、だるまさんミラー配信してる。なるほどね。ミラー配信するか後で。
キャロちゃんじゃねえわ。トマちゃんだ。いる？
どこのやつをミラー配信すればいいの？ 何やってんの？
何これ？
何やってんの？
何これ？
何やってんの？黒くん。あ？
え？今止まってたんだけど敵が。
止まってないよ。ずっと動いてたのにさ。
なんか俺の画面止まってたでこいつ。
スイッチか。なるほどね。YouTube はダメなのかな？ミラー配信。スイッチ配信できるけどな。めんどくさいな。変えるのがキーを。で、とりあえず ESL ちょっと見てみようかな。で、パーティー離脱ちょっとした。別にいいの？じゃあ、やるか。YouTuber。スイッチか。スイッチを開いて、スイッチ
強いですよ。強くなった。
強いですよ。強くなった。これこれ踏み込み長。いつものディスコのサーバーおる？ OK？ 長くね。5名様いらっしゃい。それありなのかな？大丈夫？それ
更新終わった。
やっと？それありなの？だるまさんのミラー配信をミラー配信するって。これ何これこれ。これ絶対違うの開いたじゃん俺。ESL で出てくるのか？
I kind of want to get on that action, so let's go ahead and get into game number 3 here of Ragnarok. Yeah, everyone sit down. Ragnarok versus Innovation.
著作権に引っかかるかな？どうなんだろうね。なんかダメそうな気がするな。わかんないけどなんか著作権とかあんまり詳しくないからさ、怖くない？引っかかった場合怖い。なんて？はい、いってら。はい。
そういうの。今回はスタートでね、そのディビジョン1はフリープレイだったけど、今回は
もう外のやめ。
ちょっと待って、配信見る。これかな？5名様いらっしゃい。これでこれか？これかな？6名様いらっしゃい。これで合ってます？ あら来てたんだけど、こうくん生きてんの？今これ見てるわ。世界大会 ESL 今やってるから。待った、俺のさ音楽消そう。音鳴ってないか、入ってねえか、大丈夫だ。ちょっと一旦画面閉じて通話移動しよう。でオッケー、ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと向こうの通話行く。接言。嫁様いらっしゃい。コアさんもよかったら通話おいでよ。音は大丈夫？あと30秒ですってよ、奥さん。あと30秒ですって。さあ、あと6秒で始まる。あと2秒、1秒。はい、来ました。明日卒業式で先輩を迎えられないといけないから12時には寝る。なるほどです。じゃあ広告入りましたね。これなんだ、ゲーム音っていうか配信、このさミラーの音うるさくない？大丈夫ですか？ごめん様いらっしゃい。ちょっとでかい気がするけど大丈夫？ OK、 じゃあこれでいいか。
change on the desktop after our first couple of games. As you can see, everyone enjoying themselves in the building at the moment. Lots of photos being taken, lots to do here, but the main actions have of course been on this main stage. But as I was saying, new people on the desk, smiley faces, two people who have literally been bouncing around in the green backstage. On the far side we have of course, Baller. How are you doing, buddy? You have been balling about backstage. You having the time of your life right now.
小さい了解
Yeah, I have been
ちょ
bouncing
っとあ
around
げる
because
ね
these games are so exciting and there's so many good players here.
あ
All the
こっ
games
ちじゃ
so
な
far
く
have
て
been
あれ
amazing.
か
We had Bizzle versus
こ
Sky.
れ
We had
こっ
that
ちであげればいい
that
の
end game
か
on the
デスクトッ
volcano.
プ
Like I can't
どうだろう
believe
これ
this
で
is
Baller
crazy.
literally has done this the entire time he's been
This
here.
is
His
all I've
calves are
been
going to be killing him at the end of this. Stress, obviously, great to have you here. A lot of energy either side
Okay,
of you, but you've been doing your bit as well. You've been bouncing
Absolutely.
around as well.
I'm bouncing around. I'm hype. I can't wait to be there. This guy is an encyclopedia of knowledge at Fortnite, and every single elimination, he's like, "This is such a big story. It's gotta be this."
ということでね、何言ってるかわかりませんね、
We're
僕
ready
に
to
は。
sip once, and it was like, we're like, oh, okay,
We are
we're going too deep here.
so ready
Come
to
on,
get into
guys.
another game.
You can't do me like that just because I'm excited for this. Everybody's excited.
I'm gonna feed off it.
Yeah.
楽しそうですね。すごく楽しそう。
Bizzle's got enough energy for everyone in the building right now. Let's talk about those first two games then, gentlemen. Obviously, we've had our first two games under the belt now. We've seen the volcano come into play in that end zone as well. What's impressed you the most, Baller?
Just how people are adapting.
Gomenさんもいらっ
Everybody's
しゃい。
deciding new drop spots. There's a lot of people in these new zones. People are using the vents. We saw Bizzle in that second game kind of stayed next to the vent the entire time and realized that going on top of it is still going to blast you up in the sky. And using that to his advantage, staying on there. I think he got top 10 or something like that in that game, and that's fantastic. These players are adapting to Season 8.
And the other half of it is, from a competitive standpoint, we've seen more eliminations in these first couple of games than we saw in the initial games of the Polish portion of the tournament last week. A little bit faster paced, and you can see nobody is shying away from some of these really high-level engagements.
Well, speaking of high-level engagements, there's one player who we should have a quick look at. 72 hours, caught up with our guys earlier today.
My
こ
training
こで合っ
routine
て
is
るよ
usually
ね。
I wake up, go in the hot tub,
合っ
hang
て
with
る
my
よね
dog。
不安に
Jackson,
なってくる
and
なん
then
か。
play a little Fortnite, and then rinse, repeat, back to the hot tub. Yeah, I think I need to work on my early game. Right now, I don't have a drop spot. It was taken by a
了解
volcano,
です。
so if I could find a drop spot that will not be eaten alive by a volcano, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you. 配信してるよ。ミラー配信してるよ、今 ESL の。
The most important aspect of the game would be adapting. Like if your drop spot gets changed, you need to be able to adapt. So adapt out with.
次2試合目
?3 試合目。
3試合目か、
Today I
もう
realized
そ
I
ん
was
なや
gonna
ってん
become
だ
a。pro. But when I was
ESL で
born,
Twitch で検索すれば、フォートナイト関連で出てくる。なるほどね。チャンズン、チャンズン、チャンズン、チャンズン、チャンズン、チャンズン、チャンズン。
if I had to describe my playstyle, I wouldn't. Who's asking? The most satisfying moment I had in tournament was Game 6. I was really tilted, so I put on Moisty Merman, and then I won the game. Nice.
ラマさんすごい。
Fortnite player, the cool experience I had.
ラマさんすごい
was
って
being
コ
on
メ
a
ン
box.
ト。
ラマさんラマさんね、すごい。うまい、やっぱ立ち回りが。でもやっぱ最後の最後になった時、気づいたらいない。
あ、いないいない
気づいたらほら。
世界は広いってことか。
Best interview today. 72 hours.
わけわからんって40人とかあるもん。
Phenomenal stuff.
Okay, really, buddy?
Yeah, 100%. It's my kind of guy.
That sarcastic humor is what we love to see from 72 Hours. I can't get enough of it. I'm always watching the stream when I'm at home, just chilling in my box.
Just chilling in my box.
He's talking big. 2 games, there's not been too much clapping.
Not yet.
So
37th.
We've got 5 more games to go. We'll see whether 72 hours can actually get himself into
だ
the
い
game.
たいゴースト
Certain
が
players
最後ま
do
で生
kind
きて
of
る。おー、
stay
なるほど。
themselves the later we get into a tournament. So perhaps late game 5, 6, 7, maybe
言って
we'll
た
see
ね、さっき
72
ジュリ
hours.
オ
One
も
thing
ね
that。a highlight for me from that interview as well was the fact he's saying, you know, I play Fortnite, I get straight in the hot tub. Then he's moaning about the fact that his drop spot's been taken by a volcano. Dude, there's hot springs all around that place. That should be perfect for him, right?
He's won it. He was contesting it all during the warm-up games, and he's so far made it out alive, not burned. So we'll see. He's going to continue to try to win that. I think he's contesting one of the Chinese players, actually.
この人かわいい
We'll see
ね
if。that continues to go well for him.
Okay, so to our game get action underway. A couple of players who are moving down the leaderboard a little bit myths, sat in 79th place. I mean, we always talk up about these guys and how we expect them to perform, but it is a long format here. We have 7 games to get through. I mentioned it before after game number 2. One big game can put you right back in contention here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about a player like Myth who made a name for himself very, very early on in Fortnite. Still hasn't had the big tournament win come through it. A couple of blips on the radar early on, but every time we start seeing him getting through these early games, starting to rack up a few eliminations, like
やっぱオフライン大会だとあと緊張とかもあるだろうね。こんな強い人たちがいっぱいいるから。
Get a bunch of eliminations and get to that late game. Unfortunately, hasn't really happened in the first two so far. Although he
日本だとあんまないもんね、オフライン大会が。
Yeah, taking out Kripa.
この前初めて
I was looking at that fight backstage. I was like, oh my goodness, you just took out Kripa. One of the people that I was expecting to do really well.
それに比べて海外は結構オフラインとかあるから、そういう場の慣れ経験とかもやっぱ違うだろうね。
And Kripa as well, kind of pinching him in Lonely Lodge. So we'll see if he's going to be able to recover and kind of come up with a new game plan going into next game.
I'm glad we're talking a little bit about the French players because the international flair here, some of the largest number of nationalities facing off against each other, and the French competitive community has shown up. We've seen some big results from Keenstar. Airwax is on the top 10 as well.
Here we go, gentlemen. I mean, you can see Game 3 is underway. Baller, I cut you off for just a second there, but this is because it's all you from here, buddy. Stress and Baller, round number 3 underway. Take it away.
So, here we go. Dropping into round number 3. Everybody's thanked the driver, and we are right on with Liquid Coach. Dropping in for Game 3 of the ESL Katowice Royale. He's heading for that east side of the volcano for now.
He's been dropping towards that sunny steps, trying to win that drop, trying to make it so nobody wants to contest him anymore, but also grabbing those early elims. It's one of the best spots out of Season 8 that's come in this northeast side.
A lot of us on the broadcast team, we've been kind of dropping as many different of the new locations as we can, figure out exactly where some of those high value pockets of chests spawn, and certainly over at the steps there are some areas that are better than others, but all around that we're going to take a look at some of our high ticket players that we're keeping a track of. Llama is here in retail. This has maybe been a little bit less of a contested area than we've seen in previous patches.
Yeah, going up against Tixi, this is one of the strongest solo squad players we've seen. He's broken many, many records, and Crazy Llama actually a Japanese player.
Glad you
all the way over from Japan. We'll see what he can put out for us in terms of performance. So many international flavors here. It's so fantastic to see Crazy Llama right now really trying to find a good position. He does have the AR and the pump, so he's going to be able to have a good loadout going to get up against Tixi.
Yeah, and Tixi and Llama, they're
Llama
pretty far apart. If Llama can peek out and get one or two shots, Tixi know exactly where he is. He's going to build up, run right into him, takes that first tack shot, connects. Tixi drops very low from that as Llama drops off the back, only 29 health.
That's a great start there from Llama. I was going to talk about the positioning he had on top of that. He could easily track Tixi, but Tixi actually just took it straight through him on top of that blacktop. And now he's on the back foot. He's going to heal up. Llama's not really pressuring, so he can get those heals off pretty safely there.
So this is right on the safe zone edge through retail. At this point, I'm
pretty
sure we just saw Tixi drop off to the left side and look to disengage. This is something we saw quite a lot in the Polish tournament area. Aspect now taking on Issa in the bottom floor of this now Pirate House. Aspect to 1 health, survives! Whoa!
4 builds left. He can still survive a little bit. He does have those bandages, so he's going to be able to try to pop them, but Issa also popping his minis as well. I don't know, Aspect is so close here.
Oh, peeks through the door. Does get the rotation on that ramp piece, and look, he's going to try and go up to that first floor. Now up to the second, going to try and drop through the top here. I did see Dynamite in the inventory of Aspect, so it does have to be careful that that doesn't just get planted beneath him, but Aspect is just trying to bandage up.
Yeah, and the edits are so good to get out of there. He does have holding that edit, making sure Issa's not going to push down, but got to all the windows around.
Importantly, in the action feed, Aiden just fell. Now trying to go the hard way through the floor, trying to replace as much so that Issa can own this entire building, trying to just find any angle. There's that Dynamite we were talking about.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that for Aspect. He doesn't want to blow open any more holes for Issa to be able to find him again. Doesn't get the pump.
Connects with that first shot as Issa now, a lot of his health has been evened up, trying to find moments just to get those mini shield potions.
He's really opening it up here for him to find Issa, and he's out of mats now, so there's 9 builds left for Aspect, and he's kind of gotten back into his fight. He's clawed his way back in here, Stress.
Clawed his way back in, but he still needs to be able to find the angle. Aspect trying to bandage up around the corner. Oh, Issa looks for the shot, doesn't quite get it as Aspect ends up falling in the end. A long fight around this house, but Issa comes out alive.
That fight was so important for Aspect to win. He actually has 0 points right now, all the way towards the end of the standings, and he really needs to get a confidence boost going into the next games, because 0 points at this point in the tournament, you really needed a big game, or just start being consistent right here. This is make or break, and really, Aspect, that's rough for him there.
I'm glad we just took a look at Tilted because Aiden had actually fallen earlier in this game to one of the X2 players already in the action feed in the bottom left of your screen. This is Venos against Airwax, two of Europe's most notable players we're seeing go head to head. Airwax currently hovering around about that 10th place spot in the standings, and unfortunately, on the low ground against Venos, I feel like he's going to back away.
Yeah, one of the things here at the block, there are 3 players there actually. We're going to hop in with Nikov and Vilex. We're towards retail row again.
Dynamite is ticking on that fuse for now. Vilex gets kind of boxed in on the top, but now trying to look for any kind of way through onto Nikov, another one of the Solary players that we spoke about, that French-speaking community minigun we saw rampant last week in the Polish tournament. A little bit of use here from Vilex, but he can't quite get down to the bottom floor here.
Trying to get in the box as many as possible. He's going to try to take that roof piece. A little bit of time for Nikov to breathe here. We'll see how many materials he has. I did see a few elims, so he should have a few, but there's the edit. Almost gets oh, we get in the box!
In with the shotgun, and that is Svenos taking out Airwax in the kill feed. It was Nikov ended up getting Nikov from the side.
Crazy Llama, the Japanese player we saw stalking somebody else in retail row earlier, and he's coming in with the grenade launcher. Gets 1 tag, 100 damage on the Nikov. He's going to be able to heal up with the minis though, but still, Crazy Llama. Here he comes.
Yeah, trying to get through that top floor, tries to get the edit, doesn't quite get it in the way he wants to. Trying to find any different position for this fight, and you can see the vultures circling on the top side of the minimap just before we swapped to this wide angle on the fight. Crazy Llama is in such a good position health-wise, but
I think that was his last grenade. There's no more materials here for Nikov.
Window comes out, and look, Crazy Llama trying to readjust with these ramp pieces, but he's taking shots from behind as well. Crazy Llama swings around and ends up losing the engage to Nikov.
Nikov is on a tear here in retail row. That's 2 in a row we saw, and I think he already had an Ilium before that, but hopefully he picks up some materials there from Crazy Llama because the third party is coming in. But here we go, Mitro against Zate. This is such an important battle for Loot Lake.
Yeah, Mitro, a name that we caught a glimpse of earlier, but didn't really see anything in Game 2 from. One of those names that people expect a lot from. He's got moves named after him. He does his 90s in a specific way. People say Mitro is one of those players to watch out for, but 0 eliminations on the board for him.
One of the most winningest players in the EU. We actually see Beehive is also setting up nearby. I think Zate decides he wants to back off from Mitro. Zate is up ahead in the standings for Mitro. I think Mitro is around 68th position. Zate around 30-something.
Tixi now taking on Poverty. Poverty, a player in the Polish portion of the tournament that didn't really live up to a lot of the expectations that people had put on him, ended really quite low down, especially if I remember rightly on the solos portion, but Tixi trying to just get any kind of sight he can, but look, it's a third party. That was Zeke taking out Tixi from the side.
Those are Polish duo. One thing I like there about what Tixi was doing, he edited his stairs and stayed on the stairs so he could look down through the wood and try to spot where that player was. Poverty. So here we go. One of the other Korean players, Envy. I think he's in a fight here. Just actually turtling up a little bit. He's in the center zone, so this is what we talk about always, is try to get center zone the first, the second, the third, the fourth. Because this is going to give you the biggest chance of getting that next zone.
And this is always going to be one of those questions when you look at South Korean players, typically in esports, are the pinnacle. But so far, we haven't seen it in 2 games in, right? There are only a few South Korean players here. It's not quite in the same way that other esports have seen dominance, and I think that makes for a very intriguing prospect the further we go through this tournament. And we do have a new zone shown up.
Yeah, and it's not going to be towards that northeast. It's actually going to go towards Tilted, towards the center of the map. And here, another one of the Korean players, Fox, going up against Max Alibert. And he's going to rift out. That was a good decision here. Try to get more center zone, like I always talk about. Just like we did say. He's going to rift over. See, Max Alibert decides to chase here, though. And look at that loadout. Not very strong for Fox.
I think this is a great time for us to talk about the mobility changes that Season 8 has brought on. We've got a lot of people up towards that northeast area. Obviously, the Stormwing was vaulted for Season 8. We also have had a removal of a lot of rifts that not a lot of people have found out until they played a bunch of games. So some of that mobility not so prevalent to get to the later zones.
Yeah. Not so prevalent indeed. The Stormwing gone and the Rifts gone. The northeast area, those vents, those volcanic vents, and we have cannons all around the map, which you can launch yourself.
この空間に3人いるからね。
260 meters. I think that was Zaki Bis who said that earlier. What a nice little
この同じ場所に
addition
出て
there.
走
Those
りくら
cannons,
った
you can see them right on your screen there.
I
I think one of the things about them are way less controlled than the Stormwind.
マジ最後の方
Yeah,
45人くらい
exactly.
やばい
You've
ね
got to make sure that you know exactly where you're aiming. Unfortunately, Tajovsky in game 1, if you've seen the clip, off the edge of the map he went. And at this point in the game, luckily, no risk of that happening. We've got this 3-tiered fight going on between Shinken and Sinnoh.
And Shinken, one of the biggest upstarts in EU recently, especially through the pop-up cups and the scrim scene. He's been winning a lot. And with his teammate Stompy, we'll see what they can do together in the duos. But for now, Shinken is actually rising in the
これ
standings.
あれだもんね
Last game,
貫
he
通
didn't
す
play
る
so
もん
well in
ね
the first game,
大
but
砲
now I think he's up top 50 at least. So we'll see. This is actually a spot that we've seen so many players just kind of turtle up on. It used to be that this broken house here was one where all the engagements were happening and there was nothing really to turtle up on because there's so many cracks in the wall. But here's a replay here. Bowman onto Kinzel, just opening that window. I think he was stuck in the football net, as you would say there.
Yeah, stuck in the net, but got a lot more than just net at that point. As Nikov, we saw some of his engagements to start off. This was the drop in that Nikov ended up picking up that elimination from. As a second challenger approached for the rest of that package. And this is this moment of the game where everybody's trying to get into this zone. There's a lot of distance to cover. And as we said, mobility highly reduced. So this is a kind of moment where you look at the players like Maxcalibur, there's not a whole lot of fighting actually going on within this building.
And actually, Demo, speaking of not a lot of fighting, he's where he drops. This is where he stayed, and he just stayed the entire time. You can see him boxing up in the metal. That's what you're going to be able to get from Divot. Or at least the diner or the factory, as it's called as well. Trying to drop down Fa here, one of the Brazilian players.
Yeah, trying to just pyramid his way to safety and stay alive inside the building from here. You can see Zexro on the top of your screen. Had a good performance in the last game. Actually placed second, lost out to Keenstar in that 1v1 for the Victory Royale. And Keenstar is currently top of the standing, so that's how important that 1v1 can be, plus those eliminations from the game. But certainly Zexro having a good performance.
Indeed. There you can hear another Rift to Go going off. Everybody's vying for positioning now. There's 70 players still remaining. They're all kind of boxing up and deciding, hey, how do I want to approach this endgame? Actually taking a shot at the box. Yeah, just a little bit ambitious. He doesn't hit anything there. Just the top of the pyramid.
Testing the wind.
Imagine if you could just curve your bullets like that. We'd have some crazy plays with that.
I'm kind of glad you can't. I'll be honest. There's enough craziness that goes on, and we definitely see that towards the end game. But build up as Selzma kind of doesn't quite find the build to start, but has found that position on the side.
いや落ちます。お疲れ様です。パーさんまた来てください。おやすみなさい。
So the new zone isn't going to be where. Oh no, the launch pad. Unfortunately, he didn't think about and look up. That's one of the things always.
Everyone's done this.
Yeah, everyone has. You don't really think about it when you're kind of under in the open of Dusty Divot.
Is he setting a trap for somebody else to use the launch pad and then hit the roof, bounce back, and try and pick up an elimination?
It's possible. There's 72 hours. You can actually see him outside the zone. He just used one of those vents. He's going to rotate in the zone. And Lil J onto Kaiser and Jamside. Jamside is doing really well in the standings as well.
Yeah, doing very well. We saw Little J make it to one of the latest storms in the first two games. But one of the Chinese players represented here at the ESL Katowice Royale.
I think he needs to take a page here out of 72 Hours book and go into that zone. It's still only 2 tick. Go into that zone, grab the vent, and rotate in because he doesn't want to use those launch pads. That mobility is such a good resource.
Yeah, especially for later in the game, right? When you start getting those moving zones come through. There's Cripper we saw losing out to Myth in game number 1, but has made his way pretty deep in this third game of the day. History, one of the Brazilian players represented here.
Cripper, one of the strongest players that impressed me from Winter Royale. He has been on a tear as well, so he's one of the, like Shinken and Boyer and his duo, doing with Boyer. He's been doing so well in pop-up cups, so well in scrims. Everybody's excited to see what they can show for us here. But actually, Zizma's in a box there with History. He's got to be careful. History's going to back out.
Yeah, Zizma trying to...
There, he's got the wall.
And he has got the window, but it doesn't reset. He's trying to reset it just to try and get that angle on the fight.
Right.
Oh, the block.
張り替え合戦じゃん。
History has the edit on this, but is forced back on
や
the
ば
right.
い
Every
今
time
の
he
は。
switches, there's another shot.
Yeah, this is exactly what we actually do within the pro scene to practice box fights. They literally just get in a box next to each other. But now, finally, I think that's Demo up top says, "Hey guys, you guys, I want to join in the fun too." So he puts an end to that. And they're gonna relax a little bit. You see History holding the stairs there because he can see through and see what Zizma is gonna do.
They're gonna have to move though, as this storm.
And that's a huge problem for Zizma because he wasted that launch pad. So now he has nothing. All he has to do is break through the roof of that, but that's going to take forever, so he's going to be on foot.
Big European name at the bottom left of your screen, Camo, did set a world record for solo versus squads, one of the things that people like to track. A great player in his own mind. I'm excited to see him playing up against some of the world's best as well as History. He's gatekeeping this storm. Doesn't quite connect with the first one, but that is a lot of shots that connect in the end. Is trying to hunt down this elimination for himself, and he does.
Teammate on teammate again. And that's interesting there. Brazilian players. He's going to actually have a redeploy, so he's going to catch up to the zone.
Ooh, grenades raining down onto Svenos.
Yeah, that's Lil J again. Really harassing with that grenade launcher. A lot of players would kind of opt to save that ammo for a little bit later, because we're only going to the fourth zone here.
Some big European names in this area. Svenos, Skype. Vivid is over to the left side of your screen. There's 72 hours from America over there as well.
And
so
Animal as well. So
there's someone big from everywhere.
60人
Literally
ま
everywhere
だ
I look, I see a player that I need to point out. And now, going into that fourth zone, we got 50 seconds till it moves. Lolito actually maybe looking to get a little bit of aggressive onto Svenos. For now. It's going to be calm. They don't have too far to go for this zone, so it's not probably going to go to an engagement unless they decide, hey, I actually get some healings. Ooh! Lolito maybe had the idea to go into zone to get Svenos there, but no.
味方が
End up committing to it, although Lolito did end up falling. Was that to Skype? It looked like that was the engage there.
Yeah, Skype's watching over there. I think he might have some loot there, so he could have gotten him. So that's nice for Skype. He's one of our top players. He dropped the 6th place in the last game, but he's playing so consistently. And that's what you need to do in this tournament. So, again, fourth zone closing. Everybody's making their way in. There's still a lot of players outside of zone.
And with such a stacked field, you look at the fact that Skype doing well has been a winner in the past. Bizzle doing well, he's won as well.
Yeah.
As Skype, we are watching on with him.
What a nice there by Skype. He actually edges his way in zone, so that's going to close, and he's going to stay in it. And he used that medal that he picked up from that player on the side there.
おっと
Trying to follow
き
Rizard
つ
up
そう
the mountain. If you can get any kind of sight, that's one shot for that
やばいね
elimination.
これ
Sap
ヘル
is
ス
up
き
here
つ
as
そう
well.
マ
Sap
ジ
is
で
going to try and get that easy elimination off the side.
Gotta be careful though.
Hobbit is here as
from the back.
well.
Saf just jumped off his high ground. That might be cool. The zone is still moving, so that makes sense. He's actually going to leave from Rizard.
Yeah, hopefully,
入れる剣もない
in his mind, if Rizard ends up going in front of
機
him,
材もないやん
easy pick off.
ね
But Sap, ooh.
He knows.
Yeah, Sap knows. He's putting it up behind him to make sure he's covered.
Great awareness there. Saf definitely trying to get those big performances because he definitely didn't have enough points to go into the next game. I think he had 0. There's Kinstar.
Yeah, that's our points leader. Still alive in this game. Still safe, trying to get points.
Man, that's consistency. Look at Skype. Look at Kinstar. Look at all these big players.
72 hours. They're going to have
there.
to move soon. Everybody's got to go when this zone changes.
Half in, half out zone coming right now. There it is.
Seen the storm surge
あー
warning
やってない
as
のもう
well.
Bottom right of Loot Lake here. Everybody's a little bit nervous when it comes to Loot Lake, but I think people are very
な
comfortable
ん
now.
か規制入ったんじゃなかったっけ中国
It's harder to move there.
Harder to move, and we'll see who ends up being the first to move. Sap did just get an elimination for himself.
Yeah, one point I want to talk about this zone is it's going to go over towards that little bit of slight incline, so people might decide to go a little bit late here if they have launch pads. Nate Hill as well, onto Demo, onto Saf. Everybody's trying to hold these players out of zone, try to get as many tags as they can.
So difficult once those miniguns spin up the direction to hear where everything's coming from. There's just so much obstruction on that noise coming through. As now we're on with Mitro. Mitro, no eliminations, but has no RPG. We'll see whether Mitro can find an angle, trying to just get away through.
Sneaking his way, trying to get that right into there.
怖いねこのさマップ出るさ矢印のアリみたい虫がいっぱいいるみたいで
Keenstar manages just to jump onto that launch pad as Nate doesn't quite manage to get there in time.
やば、みんな飛び交っ
Running
てん
and
じゃん。
tracking through the bottom of this. Now everybody lands on
So
one.
this is what I was talking about. Zeke landing towards
マジでもう何やってんのっていう。
A lot of players deciding to land inside over towards that hill because if it does go that way, you're just gonna be able to build up so easily. Here, Animal on high ground. He's taking shots at players flying in.
He's just trying to get anything, hit some shields, gets anything he can. Importantly, I believe Jesse from the X2 Twins was still alive, and Jordan I just saw as well. So this time they are lasting a little bit later. We're into the points now on placements. There's 42 players remain. We crossed that 50-player barrier. That now means everybody will at least have scored points.
Jam side taking out Boyer in the Elam feed there. Nice. And we'll see Jam side, one of our top players as well. There's so many of these consistent players up still. Shinken, Vinny, Zate, Jesse, Australia showing up strong in this game.
You said Vinny, he's a player that recently having a surge, and in this tournament so far has performed very well as well. So we saw him just last week, or just this week, signing to TSM. So it's just such a big, massive names right now in this final set of zones.
今の矢印やばいな。
All the clinger spam, everybody is just trying to get any shots they can on people.
34人。やば。アンチ内ぎゅうぎゅう詰めじゃん。
Up to a little bit of a risk when you do it, and it is going to go north into zone, but hold on.
Jordan just picked off camo in that action feed. Vivid trying to track across the top of this one, and here they go. As the storm moves, so does everybody with so key as Animal picks up one for himself. Zeke is able to get away from that tricky situation, stuck on 3 eliminations for himself, and now
we're in tight.
One of the best end game players at this pathing, exactly what you see him doing right now, but Razru again on our ground, he's taking it, and I think he has it. So, Mitro up, Vinny up.
Jules trying to track up. Let's see that he doesn't go too high and die to fall damage like he did in game number 2.
やばいやばい。重たそう。
Poppy actually has stolen the high ground away, but on the low ground is where most of the action is. Jesse trying to make his way. Hoopek on such low health, and we can see Funk Bomb right at the bottom. Poverty drops down, takes a massive shotgun shell from Razru.
やばいでしょ。ああ落ちた。
out from that high engage, and Razru is the only player stuck at the top of the screen.
This was the issue last time for Razru. He had high ground, but he got it stolen.
やばこれ何ゲーだよマジで。
26 builds left, so he has enough to stay in the zone for now, but he's going to need some of them from further eliminations. 0 eliminations in this game, and opting mainly for placement points as we continue. 15 builds.
やばいやばい。
on the house.
72 hours just got 2 elims in the zone. He's so close. I think he just got another one down on low ground as well.
He's in the storm though, ends up falling to it as Mitro at the high ground. Massive damage comes through as Mitro checks above him just to make sure there's no rifts. Nobody circling the skies.
Yeah, 7 players left. Mitro on high ground. This is exactly where he sells. He has the RPG, but he's no ammo. So we'll see what he's able to do from high ground. Animal's still up as well. Nikov. So many big names in this end game. Here's Animal. He goes down to Vato.
Vato, really big pickoff from the low ground there.
Oh, actually, somebody took high ground. Who is that? Mitro. No, it's still Mitro. I forgot about him. Up on high. How could I forget about Mitro?
That's when you end up eliminated by Mitro. Is when you forget about him and he's in a building with a trap. But at this point, Mitro still has that high ground. Jules is up there with him. If Mitro can win this exchange, that puts him in such a good position. But low ammo, 9 shells left.
もう AR もロケランもたまないねこの人。
That's all he can do. But it's actually going to go over old builds, so he's going to be able to drop around pretty safely and conserve a lot of.
やばいねこれ。
That rift is up in the sky. We got to see. Okay, nobody's diving on him. That's a sigh of relief for him.
Sigh of relief, but it also means he's going to have to build back down. Majid has had a great game so far. I've seen his name constantly in the action feed. Those eliminations have been ticking up.
Zone, though. That's going to be it for him. He goes down the zone. 5 players left. Okay, now 3. 2 elims at the same time.
That's how quick this goes in these late games. When you just get any kind of sight on an opponent, you can get that pickoff, get that elimination.
All these old builds, so important for Mitro.
1人やんないとこの人きついね。
Using these, it's going all over, but now it's going to be the end.
エリスが。
Trapping down. If Mitro dropped on him, that would have been really nice.
Just hiding a trap anywhere at this point. If you can end up dropping them through.
This is an issue here for Mitro. He does not have the materials to fight Jules here. He needs to possibly keep away. Vato has the advantage, I think, going all the way down to low ground, but Jules actually dropping down. He decides, yes, I want to do this. So Mitro actually back to the advantage.
Mitro gonna have to build his way down the upstairs as Vato
Oi!
does end up losing to Jules. It's a 1 versus 1. Mitro is nearly on the low ground, but
いやでも
now
これ
the shotgun maybe
き
comes
つい
in
ね
to
この
affect
人ヘルスが
really
や
only
んない
needs
と
one shot to connect to pick up this game for himself, and with the high ground, he's just trying to find any kind of position that he can.
It's only a green though. And oh, that shot was so close.
Ui.
Jules
おーうまいあー惜しい
Jules takes it. Jules
惜しい
steals away the game from Mitro with 6 eliminations to his name and the victory royale.
That is such a strong performance. One of the, I think it was mostly EU only in that end game there. And Jules, he was in the end game in the second game. And then he fell apart. But no, this time he decided to go down on the last game. And cleans it up. What a strong performance there.
Really strong performance. It looked like
やばいね